What's up, man? Danny boy. It's good to see you, dude. I'm only going to be on Instagram for a second. I'm really, hey, what's up, Queen of Eagles? Yeah, I am going to be doing a stream on YouTube in a second here. Actually, just went live ish. Hey, what's up, Dinky Dinks? I just gave you a shout out. What's up, y'all? Yeah, really just letting you guys know that I'm live on YouTube right now. You guys should join in the fun. I'm able to do some more fun things on YouTube than I can on Instagram. So we're gonna like watch some videos, uh, maybe play some music, and talk about how I somehow look like Ned Flanders now, and how I'm realizing that Ned Flanders is the only positive male role model in my life. So yeah, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Ty the Band. TY the Band. Yeah, it's very uncanny. Yeah, check me out on YouTube. I'm starting the stream right now, and it is youtube.com/Ty the Band. We'll we'll hang out a bit. Come hang out. Peace. Or maybe I'll let it run for a sec. You guys can hop on. You aren't gonna be able to see any of the awesome stuff, so you can spectate for a second. No, it's not in my bio. Just go to that's the blog. You can get to YouTube through my blog, but just go to youtube.com/Ty the Band. You can also just look up Ty Richards on YouTube and it'll probably show up there. I only have one channel, I think. So, yeah, check it out. Oakley dokley. Hoodly daddly. All right. Let's get the party started. Yo. Welcome to the stream, Joe. It's good to see you, Joe. Queen of Eagles hopped over, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Let me try to. Can you guys hear everything all right? See everything okay? Ish. Sweet. Yeah, this is stream number 2 on this current setup. So yeah, let me know if there's any issues you guys see or whatever. I got some people on Instagram watching too. That they're probably gonna be like, "What the hell's going on?" in a minute when I start throwing up graphics and they can't see anything. But yeah, just wanted to say hey to you guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Yeah, a dual stream. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to actually do it on Instagram and YouTube, but yeah, I don't know. I could. I'm trying to decide what I want to start with first, but yeah, let's start with a video. I want to show you guys this guy named Mountain Bear. If you haven't seen him, let me see if I got it pulled up here. Yeah, check this out. Dude, this is so freaking hilarious. This is from a couple weeks ago, but it's still cracks me up so much. Let me know if you guys can hear it or can't hear it or whatever.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
And additionally, with the noise issue, like avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right? Because there's all sorts of things. If you don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt somebody else.
Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the be comradely isn't just for, like, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay?
We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? Please don't go in that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right? Because we don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? There are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not making an affirmative effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? Take a deep breath. Can I feel better before you say anything?
Yeah, dude, it's too freaking funny. I don't know what's gonna play after that. Let's shut that crap down. Yeah, dude. So that's not an actual episode of South Park. That is, dude, Jordan Peterson. What the crap are you doing on my? Go away. Yeah, that's like actual audio taken from the Democratic Socialist Convention and put over South Park animation. But freaking Mountain Bear, killing it, man. I love that guy. Everything he does is awesome. I haven't seen a video that he's made that's bad. Hey, is my audio lining up or is it janky? Tumble Bear, good to see you, man. Yeah. So I've got a few things I want to talk about tonight, but I would say I'm gonna shut down the Instagram. Bye, Instagram peeps. I love you. Join me on youtube.com/Ty the Band. Go check it out, or just search Ty Richards on YouTube. Peace. I'm live now. Yeah, so I just wanted to. You guys need to go check out Mountain Bear. I think on YouTube it's actually it's not under Mountain Bear. Mountain Bear is his Instagram name. His YouTube name is Owen Benjamin Bits. So yeah, he's a fellow bear. Yeah, so I mean the first thing I really want to talk about tonight is that I realized that I look like Ned Flanders now. Once I went full stash, solo stash, I look like Ned Flanders. So that's the thing. I didn't plan that, but it's starting to make sense. Philosophically. So I think Ned Flanders might have been one of the only positive male role models in my life. You know, my biological father is a, you know, total deadbeat. The person who I consider my dad, technically my stepdad, he's a good guy, you know, kind of stoic, kind of, you know, not super relational. That's fine, you know, I get it. His dad wasn't with him, but so I was kind of left to my own devices in some ways. But I'm glad I had Ned Flanders. You know, you know, he's framed poorly on The Simpsons, but he really was a badass father. He was legit. He actually loved his kids. He was the antithesis to Homer. So Homer was like a total fucking retard. Can't even make toast for himself. Can't even you know, whatever. He's completely incompetent, but can somehow run a nuclear plant at the same time, which is kind of funny. Yeah, dude, Ned Flanders is pure logos. I mean, look at him. Obviously, like I've enhanced him a little bit, but I I can't even remember like which episode of The Simpsons, but there was like a Simpsons where he doesn't he like kind of get pushed over the edge. Like he's always patient, he's always like the good Christian, and then I don't know, Homer or somebody really pisses him off and he flips out. I think that's still logos too. Yeah, I think that's still legit. Yeah, I think he did make a hero. Yeah, so you know, I took my girls to church tonight. We've been taking them to this Awanas thing, and at this church that we've been going to the past few months, and dude, they freaking love it, man. Dude, this is a fun fact, but it was something like it's like 85 or 90%, some astronomical percent of kids who go through the Awanas program are still still maintain their Christianity after college and after their 20s, which is mind blowing. I feel like I know freaking nobody like that. So, yeah, I was feeling extra Ned Flandersy today. You know, I showed up at church, and we usually just like drop the girls off, and me and Emily will like go on a date or go do something. It's almost like a Mother's Day out kind of thing where like we can just drop the girls off to do their thing, and we go do our thing. Well, you know, the last few weeks I've been hitting the Bible study there, and then I realized there was like a choir thing, and you know, the choir gets a bad rap too, but choir's freaking logos too, as gay as it sounds. And I joined the choir today, man. I sung. Did the little church rehearsal for the choir, and dude, it was me, my buddy, who's like he's like an ex, he's like a former police officer, and just total badass guy. It was like me, him, his wife, and dude, it was all like people over 70, you know, 60 and 70. They were all like retired people. It was like me and a bunch of old people. It was freaking awesome though, dude. Sung a bunch of hymns, and I haven't sung in choir in like 15 years. In high school, I was in varsity choir. Like 4 years in a row, I was in varsity choir and competed and did all that crap, and people made fun of it. I don't care. It was awesome. There's lots of hot chicks in choir too. That was always nice. Yeah, so I was feeling extra Ned Flandersy, but now I'm like not even. I don't even care. It's awesome, dude. It's pure logos. It's pure like Ned Flanders is awesome. Homer Simpson is a freaking loser. I would so much rather be like Ned Flanders. You know, he makes sure his kids don't, eat garbage. That his kids have a bedtime, and I remember like Lisa and Bart would stayed over there one time, and they had to go to bed, and it was like 7 o'clock, and all the other kids were still playing outside. But in the end, like Bart Simpson like felt the love that Ned Flanders had for his kids, and even the love that he had for him, and it helped him realize like how much of a shitty dad that Homer Simpson was. So yeah, I mean, I could go on and on. Homesteading Bear said, "Yeah, he's definitely great. Oh yeah, when he loses his house, he flips out at every. Oh yeah, does he lose it or does it burn down? Like, what the hell happens to it, dude? I need to go back and watch like the early seasons of The Simpsons. I own the first season, but I need to kind of get beyond that one. The first 5 seasons are really, really good." Joe says, Flanders was obviously supposed to be a laughing stock. I think Groening is a nihilist. Yeah, I mean, he's framed to be like the goody two shoes. I'm Mr. Perfect. Almost like he's like a male Stepford wife. You see like, hello, honey. I'm so glad you're home. Here is the cake that I baked you in the nude while you were working. He's supposed to be like this Mr. Perfect loser, but dude, Ned Flanders freaking rules. Tumble Bear says, I'm in choir at my school. There's lots of logos. Dude, when you hear like a freaking epic choir, it's almost like that, dude, we'll have to watch that. I'm gonna pull this up so we can watch it in a minute. We'll have to, it's like hearing, have you heard Hallelujah sung by those Russian kids? Holy shnikes. I mean, a good choir is like that, where it when it's good, it'll make you freaking cry. It's so good. Let me see. Russian. Let's just watch it right now. Russian, The Voice. Hallelujah. This is like stuff that Owen Benjamin has been showing the last few weeks too. I don't even care if I'm regurgitating it because it's just so awesome. There's so many people that haven't seen it, so I don't care. Let me find it. I think this is it.
Writing's not that easy, but...
All right, gotta get past these stupid ads. Yeah. What else you guys saying? Oh yeah, so Oakley Dokley. Yeah, I've been saying hoodly daddly. Because, that's like, hey, Captain Cutler, man, hanging out. Dude, it's good to see you on the YouTubes. Not on a Owen Benjamin stream. He says, I live in Eugene, Oregon, and the town next to me is supposed to be the actual Springfield Groening. Don't they, like, never actually reveal which Springfield it is? Like, they always almost reveal it. It's always, like, really close. And then, no. NEPB says, I can't sing, but I was in a varsity choir in high school because I was only 2 kids that could hit a bass note. Yeah, dude, they put those like football kids in there and they're just like, ah, and it just kind of carries the bass, carries the low end, even if all the notes are wrong. Tumble Bear says, yeah, it can be difficult. I just started. I'm still adjusting. Yeah, there's a definitive interview where Matt admits it, says Captain Cutler. He's from there, or Portland. Yeah, that makes so much sense. So this is obviously not a choir, and Captain Cutler's going to be like, yeah, I've already seen this shit. I don't care. But I want to pull up this just because, man, freaking the power of like a voice is amazing. If it's 4 voices or if it's 40 voices, I just think it's legit. Let me get past this ad. There you go.
Спасибо, Бог, за луч.
Start it over. Start it over.
Спасибо, Бог, за лунный свет, за дивный мир других планет, за каждый миг, который проживу я. За радость, грусть, за свет и тень, за самый лучший в жизни день, за каждый новый вздох мой. Аллилуйя. Аллилуйя, 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 аллилуйя. Спасибо, Бог, что ты со мной за каждый новый.
Oh, dude, this doesn't have the translation.
За все, что в этом мире так люблю я.
Dang it, dude. There's no freaking translation. Wait, let's see.
За шум листвы, за дождь.
Dang it, dude. So that's the best part of this one, I think, is they took the lyrics and they took a song, like, Leonard Cohen's version is really great, but it's also super dark and kind of fucked up. And dang it, dude. Where's the translated version? Yeah, it's mind-blowing how good they are. I'm sure they've got some, like, dude, Russia has auto-tune. I mean, it's not like they can't auto-tune kids, but you can't auto-tune out, like, vibrato that well and, like, volume changes that well. Like, they really are, like, super skilled. Dude, I'm trying to find the one with the translation, because the one with the translation, like, where it shows the English they changed all the words to the song, and they freaking made it better, and they made it not so freaking evil. They gave it logos. Whatever. I'm obviously not prepared for that, so you get the idea, though. Yeah, man, like a good choir, total logos. A good choir, good vocals, all that crap. But yeah, Ned Flanders is the only positive male role model of my generation, at least. I don't even know what the fuck my generation is. I'm kind of right on the line between millennial and, like, Generation X, I guess. So I don't even know, but yeah. I saw this today. These protesters, or like these hipstery Latina ladies, half of them look like they're probably lesbians, say, Latinas deserve abortion. Yeah. So, do they deserve to have a, like, do the Latina babies deserve abortion? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even know what the fuck to say about that, because it's so stupid. But yeah, that's interesting. This is my favorite thing today, and it kind of keeps with the, like, today is more about cartoons and about their influence on society, I think, than anything else. I might have to just, like, retitle this one, Cartoons Control the World. I don't know. But what are the freaking odds that, and Hillary Clinton, dude, the shoes, the hat, everything is so spot on. Me and Captain Cutler have talked about this. You know, is this an example of predictive programming or not? You know, I don't know. Yeah, cartoons do suck now. Family Guy, I haven't watched it in forever, but it came on the other night, and we were like flipping through the channels, and we saw it, and I watched about 5 minutes of it. I ended up turning the channel because it got really lame, but it had a couple moments in it where they're like, he's still funny. He's like, what's his name, Seth MacFarlane. He's still really funny, but there's just a complete void of truth and logos in it, where it'd be like funny thing, funny thing, funny thing, funny thing, and then like some like total pedophile shit. It's just, there's just so much like evil mixed in with it, man. I can't even do it anymore. It's not hoodly daddly enough, I guess, for me. Yeah. How could, okay, so Captain Cutler, I get the idea of like predictive programming, and I get the idea, you know, like Simpsons, you could see like there's an episode of Simpsons where Trump is like going down this escalator and he's been pronounced president, and you see like this exact scene like that on The Simpsons from like 20 years before or whatever it was. But I don't know, man. I don't buy the Freemason logic of this one. Like, there's really some cartoonist who's like, fuck yeah, Hillary Clinton's gonna be in her moo-moo in 20 years, and I'm gonna fucking draw it now. Like, what kind of psychic insane powers do you have to have, or like how well does the cartoonist know Hillary Clinton to be able to plan some kind of long-term thing like that? Yeah, I don't think I buy the full conspiracy on that one. Seed of David says, Tumble Bear, I was having a great time, but ended up standing in the wrong section singing soprano, and some of the people around me were getting pissed. Yeah, Joe says, I can't watch anything McFarlane does. Yeah, I mean, it's just too, he's engaged in too much sodomy for his own brain to function right, and to, you know, just doesn't work right anymore. NEPB says, I was born in the 80s. Man at Arms was our role model. Nice. See, yeah, I was born in 1987, so I was like a late 80s baby. I was like born right when The Simpsons started. I conceded that this one was coincidence. Yeah, it has to be, man. It just has to be. Some of the Twin Towers stuff is pretty bizarre, for sure. I have to hand some of those to you. Homesteading Bear. Cut to now, though, and they just did that Trump song, which was terrible. Yeah, I don't know about that. Captain Cutler says, the Trump and 9/11 ones are definitely done by people in the know. The question becomes, why are they showing us that they know? Yeah, that gets back to like that, I don't know, that kind of like evil plan stuff. Like, it's like the devil has rules, and like people serving the devil have rules. Like, people doing evil, you have to kind of like reveal things about it. It's almost like Dr. Evil, where he's like, he catches Austin Powers, and he's like, and Dr. Evil's son Scott is like, yeah, let's just shoot him. Let's just kill him right here. We'll be done. And Dr. Evil's like, no, you don't understand. We can't just put him in the Shark Tank. And he's like, oh, he's probably gonna get away. I think Evil really kind of does like have like the devil and people that serve the devil must have some like retarded set of rules that are very Doctor Evil-esque. It's like they literally can't win in the end. So there's obviously rules governing it all. It's fun to think about. Till then, I've actually never seen The Sopranos. I've heard great things about it. My parents watched it a lot when I was growing up, and when it was like, when it was new, I'd love to go back and watch it. I heard that it really kind of like set the bar for epic shows like that. Seed of David says, "Do any of y'all know the people that are starting the Bear Discord channel?" Yeah, I haven't joined it because I'm like trying to not join a bunch of shit, but you need to talk to Guitar Bear on Instagram. I think he's the guy who runs it. He's a cool guy. Seed of David. That must have been stressful. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Joe says, Roosh said something that resonated. He can't watch movies now knowing what he's learned about Hollywood. Yeah, dude, like knowing what I know now also, yeah, it makes most movies hard to watch for sure. You know, go try to watch the movie Poltergeist if you're into like horror movies. I can't watch that knowing that girl was the little girl in Poltergeist is dead. Like she was like during the filming of that movie, she was raped to death. Assumedly, allegedly by someone associated with Spielberg, maybe it was Spielberg, maybe it was somebody else in the studio. I don't know. But dude, these parents just like freaking hand their kids off like, here's my child, now give me the money. Meanwhile, like the kids are getting raped / killed. Captain Keller says, I think they're setting it up so that we will think an evil entity is taken out and the world becomes a good place. It's the real end times deception. Yeah, maybe, dude. It's just like endless wizardry to sift through. It's like trying to understand World War II. There's like so much crap that went on in World War II and so much crap that didn't go on in World War II. And man, I'm still like dizzied about that kind of stuff. I was at Half Price Books the other day, and I saw this book. It popped out. It said something like the 8 factions of fascism or something like that. Dude, people say like you're a Nazi or this is Nazi or this kind of thing is a Nazi thing or the Nazis did this or the Nazis never did this or whatever. There were like 8 different factions, man. They were all very different. Like some of them hated Jews, some of them loved Jews, some of them hated gays, some of them were gay. I've kind of given up on trying to like get to the bottom of it because it's so endless. It's an endless rabbit hole. Tumble Bear says, I can't watch movies anymore or really any television show. Yeah, dude, it's like once you see the trick, Owen Benjamin talks about this a lot, and dude, he's right. Just once you see the tricks and once you see the agenda and see the propaganda, it's like seeing it. It's like knowing the magic trick. You're like, yeah, it's like watching Chris Angel at that point, and it just looks retarded. My oldest son was born September 1987. Yeah, I was born in February 1987. Homesteading Bear says, "Oh, I was worried it was like the Reddit. I'll reach out to Guitar Bear. Yeah, Guitar Bear on Instagram, and I think it's like guitar_bear or maybe there's 2 underscores. I don't know. Yeah, the parents know, and they do it for money. Yeah, that's what happened with Macaulay Culkin. Didn't he like emancipate from his parents? They were like freaking making loads of money." Captain Keller says, history is a straight wash. We will never know the truth. That's why accepting the Bible is pretty liberating. You can know the truth and just have fun speculating about the past and the future. That's a great point, man. I've been really enjoying reading the Bible lately. Just just to get back to, yeah, just like good old Ned. Just enjoy reading the Bible, man. I wake up. This is the routine that I've like been trying to build for myself. Some weeks I really suck at it, and some weeks I'm good at it. So this week I'm 3 for 3. I need to like go to bed early tonight so I can keep it happening. But I wake up. And this is fucking Logos right here. I wake up. I make my bed. If I've done nothing the rest of the day, at least I've made my bed. That's kind of like a military thing. I made my bed. I run 5K or 3 miles if you're not gay. Kilometers are totally gay. Yeah. So I run about 3 miles. I come back, take a shower. I read one psalm, and then I read one chapter of like another book. Right now I'm going through Judges. And I just go through it. I'm not like clean your room. Yeah, no. Dude, screw Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson sucks, dude. Right here. Ned Flanders is who you need to listen to. Not Jordan Peterson. Yeah. So I'm kind of building that routine, and I try to make one blog post. And then I do the budget for my family. So I go through whatever, the 3 or 4 expenses that might have happened in the last day. And I make sure I'm on top of the money. And then I do work and make money. I'll work on some designs. Like right now I'm redesigning a website for a wine company. I'm designing like packaging design for the same wine company. Working with another guy here in town, kind of doing just kind of helping him build up his online business for it's kind of like an online intelligence company, like private intelligence. Pretty cool. Doing some stuff like that. And so yeah, I'll do that for like a solid 8 hours. And then after that, I kind of have all the bedtime stuff with the girls and do the bedtime routine, make dinner, do all that shit. But yeah, to me, it's like that kind of basic ass bullshit to me like makes my life way better somehow. The cult of Ned. Yeah, what would Ned say? He wouldn't say clean your room. He would say, like, if Ned did have mantras. I just can't remember what they were. I'm gonna adopt like hoodly daddly. That's my Ned mantra. Hoodly daddly. It's an adaptation on Owen Benjamin's Hoodly Daddle. Damn, 3 miles every morning. Reading through Judges is good though. Yeah, dude, Judges is the most entertaining book ever. I just read the part like a couple days ago where Samson. This is in that Hallelujah song. Leonard Cohen puts it in that song like, she took your throne and she cut your hair. So in Judges, the Philistines send Samson, this like total whore, who just nags him and nags him and nags him for weeks and weeks and weeks. What's the source of your power? What's the source of your strength? What's the source of your strength? And finally, he's like, shut up, woman. I will tell it. And he gives in and tells her, it's my hair. And then, so while he's taking a nap, she shaves his head. And this guy's a freaking warlord, man. He's like killed thousands of people. He's the dude who killed 1,000 people with a donkey jawbone in Judges. He's a freaking epic warrior. But as soon as his hair's cut, he steps out of the cave or whatever to all these Philistines and immediately gets both of his eyes freaking poked out, and he's a slave. And by the end of it, like they had kind of called him out to be like, hey, you know, like, hey, let's get Samson out of the prison. He needs to entertain us, and he's going to be entertaining the rulers. He's like got no eyes, but his hair had grown a little bit, and he like asked God for just like one more bit of strength, and he freaking pushes over the temple on himself and everyone in there and kills like whatever it is, like 3,000 or 4,000 people, like even more people than he did in his prime. It's pretty epic. It's an incredibly entertaining book. It beats the hell out of Game of Thrones. Let's see. The Bible, Tumble Bear says the Bible is truth and everything else is just a fun puzzle. Yeah, that's a very good way to see it. It is also humbling knowing the only truth is given to us by God and by God only. Yeah. Joe says, Captain was seconding your post about letting go of knowing what really happened and getting into the Bible instead. Yeah, it's good. Hiddly diddly. So yeah, moving on here. Let's see. We got a few things. John Travolta mistakes drag queen Jade Jolly for Taylor Swift at MTV VMAs. That's freaking hilarious. That's amazing. I heard, someone said like peak 2019. Yeah, that's legit. I think, and I said this on my Instagram, but the ideal modern man and the ideal modern woman have converged to be this just freaking horrific beast form. They're indistinguishable. Captain Keller, straight 3, stooged my man Samson. Samson. So, do you remember Samson from Half Baked? Got a jet. All right, man. Yeah, have a good night. Peace. Also, in typical Ned Flanders fashion, what's that look like? That doesn't look like beer. That's some sparkling water. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You got any more of those Owen Benjamin jokes? Yeah, the tweaky Dave Chappelle doing his thing. Did you hear about how Dave Chappelle stole one of Owen Benjamin's jokes in his last special that was released yesterday? I'll show you this video. The original Owen Benjamin joke is, to me, 1,000 times more funny. Let's see if I can find it here. I've got it on the YouTubes. Yeah, here it goes. So check it out. So check it.
This is who I feel bad for, because you got the LBGT, right?
Yeah, this is in 2017, by the way. This is 2 years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
There's more every day right now. You got the LBGT, right?
Yeah.
There's more every day right now. But I'll tell you when it happened.
Good night, Homestead Bear.
It all started with the L's. And the L's are great. No one has a problem with the L's. Like, some of the L's were like, L's, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, L's, great. You guys are really cool, you're great dinner guests. You know? Because they love knick-knacking. Like, they always have interesting magnets. You know, it's like a Sylvia Plath poem on a mug. Like, they're good people. And then the G's came in. And the G's are cool, but they're male, so they're a little more aggressive, but they're a blast, you know? They're like, hey, we're the G's. And the L's are like, hey, G's. What are you guys up to? They're like, we're facing some discrimination. Why don't we team up? You guys have the Subarus, we got like raves. And we're pretty ripped, and we're fun. We're hilarious.
We're ripped.
So let's do that. You know, we're a little unpredictable. We might have a coke problem, but let's all team up. And the L's are going great. And at this point, everything's going great. And then the bees came in. The bees threw people for a loop because you never really know if you can go camping with them, but they're cool. Like, you know, they're like, we'll bang anybody. They're like, anybody? They're like, anybody. And at that point, everything's going good. And then everything changed with the T's. The T's came in, right? And they're like, hey, we're the T's. And they're like, hey, what's going on with you guys? They're like, yeah, we're being discriminated against. And everyone's like, oh, we'll protect you, T's. And they're like, yeah, so let's all chop our cocks off. And everyone's like, hey, whoa, man. What's going on with you? They're like, no, I'm going to chop off my cock and now gender doesn't exist. Nothing matters. A 4-year-old can be a T. Everyone's like, dude, can we kick out the T? They're like, no, he's already brought the Q's, the A's, and the I's. And they're like, we're gonna burn this bitch down. And you go all the way back to the L's, and they're like, we should have just knitted sweaters.
Should have just knitted sweaters. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fuck, that might be a fucking great joke, guys.
He just wrote that joke when he said that.
You know, you hear all those letters together all the time, LBGT, LBGT, and you think it's just one big movement. It's not. All those letters are their own movement. They just travel in the same car together. So the G's are just driving the car. Of course, next to the G's in the passenger seat is the L's. Everybody likes the L's, except for the G's. I don't know what that's about. I just know the G's don't like them that much.
You can tell, so Vox Day talked about this, but you can tell he kind of doesn't want to tell the joke. You can tell he's very reluctant to tell the joke. Like when Owen's saying it, he's got this like soul to it, and he can't wait to tell you about it. But Chappelle is not. Like, look at how Chappelle delivers all of his other jokes, and then look at this joke, and it's very different. He's very reluctant.
The only thing that breaks the tension between the L's and the G's are the B's in the back seat. If it's one thing that the L's and the G's agree on, is that the B's are fucking gross.
He's still funny.
They seem greedy to the L's and the G's, you know what I mean? Because they're just sitting in the back seat like, yeah, man, I'll fuck anybody in this car. What's going on, man? And sitting next to the B's, all the way in the back seat by themselves, looking out the window. That's the T's. Everybody in the car respects the T's, but everyone also
That's not true.
resents the T's. It's not the T's' fault, but everyone in the car just feels like the T's are making the trip take longer.
That doesn't make any sense. That last part of the joke like didn't even make sense at all. Yeah, Joe says, I thought it was sad the way I thought it was sad the way Crapel delivered it. It got some applause at the punch, but lackluster. Owens was better in every way, including the response. My thing is, there's no doubt, dude, Chappelle has always been one of my all-time favorite comedians, even more than Owen. I mean, I didn't even know about Owen until like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So Owen's just newer on the block to me, like in my brain. And I grew up watching Dave Chappelle and everything that he did. I think even knowing what I know, he's still one of the best comedians alive, like living today. But it just sucks to know that he's totally compromised now. I mean, it's not even just this thing. So he's like, A, he stole the joke, but B, this is another thing. Like, I'm gonna post this later on this week, but This special's riddled with pedophile jokes, like with pro pedophile jokes. You know, he's talking about Michael Jackson. He's like, even if Michael Jackson did do that, like, who cares if kids got raped? Like, what? How is that even remotely funny? It's not even funny at all. So yeah, it's crap like that just it's not even like one of the. There's like 3 or 4 solid like pro pedo jokes that are embedded in there, and you can't tell, like, when you watch it, you can't. He is so funny that you don't. It'll go over everyone's head, even my head when I'm first watching it, because his delivery is very good on a lot of stuff. He's a freaking funny dude. There's no way around it. I'm not saying Dave Chappelle is not funny. Dave Chappelle is incredibly funny, but that being said, it's just he's doing the bidding of his masters, of his overlords. You know, so for someone who is saying on his special, quote, I'm not a nigger, like when he does that, he like when he's serving like a pro pedophile agenda, that's exactly what his overlords want him to do. So he is actually acting like a quote unquote nigger. But yeah, so I'm just like really disappointed, but it's also just what happens. Like, I've been on such a smaller scale than any of these guys, obviously. But I saw it on such a small scale firsthand for myself. Like, I was a part of the Beast for a couple years here in Austin, and it was it's not a good place to be, man. Just the people I was surrounded with, it started to change me, and I'm glad that I was able to get out of that world before it did. I'm glad that world, I mean, in a huge way, like, that world rejected me, and I'm so freaking glad they did, because it's like getting kicked out of hell. Like, thank you, Jesus. So, yeah. So this is kind of more connected to the last one. John Travolta mistakes drag queen for Taylor Swift. But Captain Cutler, who was on here a second ago, he pointed out that looks just like Joe Rogan. And, we theorized that maybe Joe Rogan is just a John Travolta clone, like a botched John Travolta clone. So, maybe not. Captain Cutler said if he is a clone, that it's not botched, because their goal was to create someone who is even more into sodomy, and they succeeded. So Joe Rogan, yeah, look at him. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I have to say tonight. This is going to be kind of a chill stream tonight, but Ned Flanders really is the only positive role model of my generation. We had Homer Simpson. We had Bart Simpson. Homer Simpson, total retard. Bart Simpson, just another skateboarding retard. Sonic the Hedgehog, another just like smart ass gamma retard. Who else did I look up to? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty slim pickings. Joe, you say he seems robotic now, like Ellen. Yeah, Ellen. Yeah, I don't really have anything like good or bad to say about Ellen, because Ellen to me just seems like nothing, like completely soulless. She's just there doing the talking points. I don't think she even has a personality. I'm not really offended by Ellen in any way, because she's kind of a fuddy-dud nothing. Yeah, man, I might close it out with a song. Can play it. Can play out a tune. You have a lot bad to say about her. That's cool too. I'm gonna play this new one again, man. I'm trying to just like perfect it before I record it. It's called "I Killed 10 Rabbits." I kind of wrote it on piano, so I'm kind of trying to adapt it to guitar. Killed 10 rabbits, I killed 10 rabbits today. With a box of bullets, a gun on my shoulders, I pray. 'Cause God Almighty makes a man out of me. With blood and violence, I feed my family today. With my lucky left foot, with my lucky left foot, with my lucky left foot, with my lucky left foot. Well, I work so hard, but there's not much meat on the bone. So I killed 10 rabbits and now I'm on my way home. With his dead blue eyes and his left foot caught in a noose. Blood and violence to feed my family some hope. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With his lucky left foot, oh. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With his lucky left foot, oh. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With my lucky left foot. Meow, meow, la, 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 la. Guitar solo. La, 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 la. I killed 10 rabbits, I killed 10 rabbits today. With the box of bullets, a gun on my shoulder, I pray. 'Cause God Almighty makes a man out of me. With blood and violence to feed my family today. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With his lucky left foot. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With his lucky left foot, oh. With his lucky left foot. With his lucky left foot, oh. With his lucky left foot right in my pocket. With his lucky left foot. Yeah. There you go. We'll close it out with a song. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I kind of like doing the long streams, but I'm gonna kind of keep it at under an hour tonight. It's a good closing place. Thanks, man. It's kind of a more like regular song that it's like the first like regular song that I've written in a while that wasn't just like a weird ass synthesizer and my vocals through a distortion pedal. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Tumble Bear. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Trey. Hey, thanks for joining me and processing this information with me. Trying to figure out why the hell I all of a sudden resemble Ned Flanders for no apparent reason. See if I can, yeah. I don't know why I look like Ned Flanders, but I don't know, man. Just think about it. Ned Flanders is pure logos, pure truth. I don't know why. He's a legit guy. Give him a chance, and yeah, that's all I've got to say tonight, guys. Take care, and I will catch you guys soon. I'm gonna try to do these on the regular, on the reg. Peace.